Every empire in history thought it would last forever. Rome, Egypt, Great Britain, all of them had armies, gold, and pride, but they all forgot the same rule. Listen, you're tuned in to Mr. Mack Entertainment, where power meets perspective. Now, let me talk to you about something most folks don't want to hear. What happens when an empire runs out of soul before it runs out of money? So you have to understand, every empire in history thought it would last forever. Rome, Egypt, Great Britain, all of them had armies, gold, and pride, but they all forgot the same rule. You can't spin your way out of decay. See, America ain't broke because they don't have money. America broke because we don't have values anymore. We print dollars like confetti, but can't print discipline. We build rockets to Mars, but can't build trust in our own neighborhoods. We talk about freedom, but most people are just slaves with subscriptions. Netflix, DoorDash, credit cards, everything on autoplay, even your attention. The empire didn't fall overnight. It fell the moment people stopped believing in work and started believing in worshiping comfort. When we traded sacrifice for convenience, truth for trends, and power for popularity. In 2025, America's got more millionaires than ever, and more people living paycheck to paycheck than at any point in history. That's not success. That's imbalance dressed up in designer clothes. We've got politicians print money to buy votes, corporations buying houses that you can't afford, and influencers selling you a dream that they ain't never lived. This ain't capitalism anymore. This is casino economics. Rome didn't collapse because the barbarians was too strong. It collapsed because the Romans got soft. Too much comfort, too much greed, too much pretending. Sounds familiar? When TikTok millionaires start teaching business and politicians arguing over who gets to lie first, meanwhile the dollar's losing power and people are losing purpose. You can't call yourself the greatest nation on earth when the average citizen can't afford one bedroom apartment, when food costs rise faster than paychecks, when college leave you in chains of debt, when medical bills bury families alive, yet we keep smiling for the camera, posting live your best life while some of these people are drowning in debt. That's sickness of the empire. When perception replaces reality, when the illusion of wealth hides in the reality of weakness. Empires don't die in battle, they die in denial, and we are knee deep in it. We brag about GDP growth, but don't talk about mental health collapse. We celebrate the stock market highs, but ignore the record number of bankruptcies. We call it the land of opportunity, but most folks can't even afford the dream anymore. Here's the truth. They won't say this on CBNC, CNBC. America's not falling because of China or Russia or even aliens. It's falling because they stopped holding ourselves accountable. We became a nation of consumers, not creators, spectators, not soldiers, followers, no leaders. We lost the hunger that built this place. And when a nation loses hunger, it loses power. Now the government prints trillions like it's monopoly money. They call it stimulus. But what it really is a sedative. Every check they hand out is another pill to keep people quiet. They don't want you fighting. They want you scrolling, because a distracted empire is an easy one to control. And the whole time that you're scrolling, they're rewriting the rules, raising interest rates, locking down credit, buying up homes, and building digital prisons, invisible ones. Because once you depend on the system for everything, you'll never have the courage to walk away from it. That's how empires go broke. Not when the gold runs out, but when the people run out of belief. And belief is the one thing money can't buy back. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. The fall of an empire doesn't have to be your fault. You can rebuild your own nation right inside your mind, your home, your community. Start owning things again. Land, skills, time, discipline, because those are the new gold bars in this era of chaos. Don't wait for the empire to save you. They can't. They're too busy saving face. You gotta save yourself, because your freedom isn't given, it's built. And the new revolution won't be in the streets, it'll be in your habits. I'm James Mack, and this is when empires go broke. Empires fall, people rise. Choose which one you want to be. If this hit home, drop a fire in the comments and share it, because the truth don't trend unless we make it.